Good day. My name is Dr. Engineer Aksar Shabbir. I'm an Associate Professor of Electrical Engineering and Director, Office of Research, Innovation and Commercialization at Lahore College for Women University, Lahore. Lahore College for Women University, Lahore, abbreviated as LCWU, is one of Asia's largest women university. This year, LCWU completes 100 years as an institution and 20 years as a university. Not only is it a top-ranked women university in Pakistan, we have an on-campus enrollment of more than 15,000 female students at undergraduate and graduate level. We have 7 faculties and more than 46 departments, which naturally renders our ORIC office as a very busy office, which has several functions, and we cater to a vast number of researchers. I, in my own capacity, have been associated with the ORIC office at LCWU for more than 3 years now. For the first 2 years, I worked in the ORIC office as Senior Manager Research Management, and now for over a year, I have been the Director of the ORIC office. Our ORIC office, for the moment, has 5 units, which are namely Research Management, Innovation and Commercialization, Entrepreneurship, Capacity Building, and Social Outreach. Now, amongst these 5 units or these 5 wings, the first 2, of course, which is research management and innovation and commercialization, encompass the bulk of ORIC functionality. Now, over the last 3 years, while our ORIC office has made significant progress in terms or with regards to the key performance indicators which are set for us by the Higher Education Commission of Pakistan, there is nevertheless a lot of areas where improvement can be made, or a lot of areas where new learning can be highly beneficial. And this is where this ORIC training offered by Coventry University and British Council in early February, which I was able to attend in Faisalabad, came as what I can say as a blessing, where I was able to learn or get accustomed to various aspects of ORIC functionality, out of which I have been able to implement several of them in my university. Now, amongst the learnings, which were several, I think one of the things that I enjoyed the most, and even though I enjoy it, but other than that, that it is also very beneficial, is the fact that I was able to meet so many of my counterparts from various universities, and that has led to this effective network, which is now highly useful for all of us in, let's say, connecting our researchers with one another, or sharing our common problems, or working on common strategies at further bringing upon an improvement. Now, as I say that even though there are various things that I was able to learn over a course of the 3 days of training, I will, get down, or I will focus in detail on 2 main learnings, which I took home and I was able to implement after receiving this training. The first learning was post-award grant management. Over here, I would like to make a confession that while we at ORIC, Lahore College for Women University, have been focusing a lot on attracting grants through, making our faculty members and researchers aware of the existing grant opportunities. It was through helping them by via training, so that they can formulate winning grant proposals and they can formulate better budgets and take care of ethical considerations, so that we can attract grants. Where we had been lagging behind was that we did not have an efficiently working post-award grant management unit, which is something that I have now strengthened and improved after receiving this ORIC training. We at LCWU ORIC office have realized that our post-award management must comprise of 4 parts. The first one is grant handover, where we help our principal investigator or the project team in signing up the contract. Then we're facilitating the project partners, the principal investigator, the other collaborators with a kickoff meeting. Then thirdly, there is grant mobilization, which comprises of monitoring and review. And lastly, there will be grant closure, which will comprise of evaluation and reporting. My team is for the moment working on developing plans which include a risk management plan, a procurement plan, recruitment plan, and a data management plan. We have realized that as Auric Office, monitoring and effective monitoring of the grant is also a very crucial step in post-award grant management. And we have developed our monitoring plan, which encompasses 5 aspects. Schedule, where we want to ensure that the project is following its timeline. Number 2, budget, where we want to ensure that the project is staying within the limits of the project. Number 3 is scope, which is where we want to ensure that the project is delivering on its proposal. The 4th is, of course, risk, which we are weighing and taking into account. And the 5th is quality, where we're ensuring that the research outcomes are being achieved. Further, this improvement that we have brought upon in our post-award grant management, we have started implementing it on the 3 recently awarded National Research Program for University grants to our faculty members. Lastly, what I learned during the Auric training was, and which I have conveyed to my entire team, and they've started implementing it, that is that, an effective communication, whether it's written, whether it's verbal, is an invaluable asset which anybody who works within the Auric office or is a manager should have. The second learning that I was able to implement in Auric LCWU was that we at Auric LCWU have started developing a better liaison, and we have started pursuing a closer relationship with the funders. The training taught me that despite several other benefits, this closer liaison and this closer relationship with the funders will help in guiding future direction of research funder priorities in line with our own organization. Further, it may possibly help us in being aware of upcoming research funding opportunities earlier. I also learned during this training course that we can improve liaison with funders or our work or have better relation with the funders through various initiatives, such as through joining committees, becoming peer reviewers, as well as inviting funder representatives to our organization. In this regard, we have already invited representatives from Pakistan Science Foundation to come to a university and provide a training to our faculty members and researchers with regards to how they can better formulate their grant application for the funding opportunities offered by the Pakistan Science Foundation. Now, as I said earlier, that there were several outcomes and several learnings that I had during my training, my Auric training course. Over here, I have focused or emphasized on 2 of those of the main ones which I was able to take back to my university and implement. And I will end by saying that another very important lesson that I was able to learn during this training was that a grant manager or a real manager should have the following 3 personality traits, which are that a manager, should be trustworthy, should be consistent, and should be responsive. So, with that, I will thank for this opportunity of, being able to attend this training, which I believe will only bring improvement to the working of our Auric office. Thank you.